Episode of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. Live Feed is brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher. For all your digital resources, check out travelingtechteacher.com. Also brought to you by thebullyexposed.com, a 501c3 non-profit organization geared at helping survivors of bullying. So let them help you. I got my Camp Darby representing Camp Darby in the house, and I'm ready to talk, guys. Hopefully, some people come on and we'll talk for an hour. If not, that's fine as well. But today's question comes from Workplace Trauma. Thank you for joining the show. Today's question comes from one of our followers, Advocate. Autistic Advocate. Thank you so much for posing up this question, and it's a good one. Now I'm paraphrasing here, but she basically says that stop workplace bullies. Thank you for joining the show. She basically wants to ask more about how for me to get more in detail on why is it so important when you're being bullied to eat right, what kind of happens to your body, and what can we do to make it better once we've realized we let our bodies go to shit, basically, because we are more concerned with our bully and what's happening at school or at work. So, very good question. Thank you so much, Autistic Advocate, for answering that question. So first, before we begin, let me tell you, I'm not a doctor, okay? I just play one on TV. Gavin's in the house. Thank you, Gavin, for joining us. So I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV. So please consult your doctor or your parents before doing any of the things I tell you to do. And as usual, my good friend Gavin wants to come on live with me. Gavin, let me do this episode, and then I'll come back on and you and I can talk about what you've been up to. All right? So, all right. When we get bullied, or when we have anxiety, or when we are depressed, no matter what, we tend several things tend to happen. It depends who you are. So some people just don't eat at all, okay? And that's bad. Then some people will eat the wrong types of food, right? We see it on television, right? We see how Hollywood shows it, right? When you got the Golden Girls. If you don't know the show that I'm talking about, go to Vimeo.com and look it up. So you got the Golden Girls that every time there was a problem and they wanted to solve and think over it, they ate cheesecake, which is not really the good thing to do when you're having a problem, to go to food for comfort. And you see it on other shows as well. You see people grab a pint of ice cream and they eat the whole pint of ice cream. Okay? We're creating, I am Lux, thank you for joining the show. We're creating comfort foods and comfort eating in order for us to deal with our anxieties, or not to deal with our anxieties. You can also use comfort eating as a way to not deal with your issues or your problems that you may be having. And comfort eating is a way in which people deal with stress and anxiety. And what you're doing is you're eating foods that, for me, you're eating foods that have at one time psychologically made you feel good. Like I had a good friend to give you a great example of that. I had a friend who, for 7 days, ate nothing but sweet cereals for 7 days, which is real bad. And she did that because she met her boyfriend over these cereals and they just had broke up. So we got to find a way not to do that to ourselves, guys. We got to think about what we're doing and try our best to eat right all the time. We're not going to do that, all right? We're not going to eat right all the time, you know, um, but we have to try our best. So sorry about that, guys. So what people will do is they will, again, go to foods that have felt good to them in the past, that means something to them, and they'll eat that. Now, good percentage of the time, that food is not a salad, right? It's not greens. It's probably, like fried foods, potato chips, fries. I think fries is a comfort food for a lot of people. Ice cream with all that dairy. Uh, so we're not eating right. So we got to find a way to stay, not going to cruise control. You guys know what I mean by cruise control. Like if you drive, or even if you don't drive, I can remember times walking or driving to an area and not realizing how I got there. I remember getting in my car. I remember starting to walk, but all of a sudden, poof, I'm there. Like I teleported there. Uh, and I think a lot of us do that with food. Sarah June 72, thank you for joining the show. A lot of us do that with food, I think. I think we just go into a cruise control where we just grab things that we normally grab and we eat, and before you know it, we're at the bottom of the bag, or we're at the bottom of the, quart of ice cream. And that happens a lot because we're thinking about our bully, right? We're thinking about our anxiety. We're thinking about other things other than where we're at. Okay? We're somewhere else, and we need to be in the present, in that place where we're at. And one thing that you can do for that is, I talk to you guys a lot about this, is you got to create yourself what I call a green monster, or a green machine, whatever you might want to call it. Now, yeah, I know this one doesn't look so good. This has blueberries, if you're wondering. It has kale. It has a banana. It has some other greens in it, arugula in it, and then some fresh squeezed grapefruit juice. Okay, and main important thing is um, it has a garlic. And that's garlic. Now, for me, just so you know, now this may change, but for me, we have we should have a bowel movement according to some dietitians every day. Okay, we should, or every 3 days is what I hear the average is. So if you're going 7 days, like my friend that I told you about, who ate nothing but sweet cereals for 7 days, she didn't have a bowel movement. That's why she brought it up to my attention. And that's the problem with this. Let me state this. So when we get anxiety, right? Some people might feel maybe not anxiety, but other issues like this. Depression is an imbalance in the chemicals in the brain, right? I'm not a doctor, so I might not be saying it correctly, right? But this is how it was given to me. So um, our body needs to get rid of those toxins. And remember when I told you guys, who can remember? How does our body get rid of toxins? Okay, through tears, through crying. So if you need a good cry over what's going on with your bully, go for it, guys. Through sweat, so you need to exercise. That's how you get that out. Through urine, okay. So you need to drink a lot so you can urinate, and most importantly, through our bowel movements. That's how our body gets rid of all these toxins. And if you're just eating sweet cereals all day long, or you're eating things that don't move the bowels, like a nice green salad would, you're keeping those toxins inside of you. So here's one thing that I do, being that our follower, autistic advocate, wanted to know what can she do to make sure that she eats right. Make sure that you're having one of these smoothies. Invest in a, I know it's hard now because some of us are out of work because of COVID. Okay, I'm that's a problem for me. I haven't done. I have a meeting this Wednesday, thank God, to do a video to work on a video, and so that's good. But I haven't really had any. I haven't really been creating anything other than for this website for any of my clients. One is because I moved. That's a big reason. But the other reason is because of COVID. So you have to invest in something. You can invest in a juicer, or you can invest in a blender like this one, a super blender that really chops up everything really good and liquefies it so that you can get it down. And I put a clove or two in this mixture, and within an hour, I'm having a bowel movement. Now I know some of you may think I'm full of shit, but I just told you within an hour you have a bowel movement. So no, I'm not. I'm not full of shit. This is the truth. What I'm telling you here, guys, and this is how you can get rid of those toxins and be ready to deal with your bully on a real mental way. Um, Also, I told you guys this a lot. Yams are very good for the brain. It helps mostly in memory, but it's good overall for the brain. And if you're having a lot of anxiety and you're depressed a lot because of your bullying, you might want to look into eating a little more yams to help you with that. Even juice them. I've juiced yams, guys. Almost anything can be juiced. Let's see. Do we got? Gavin says, "Sorry, I have connection is not working." Oh, Gavin's connection is not working. I'm sorry to hear that, Gavin. So this is definitely one way you can deal with that. And Gavin has a lot of hearts and smiley faces for us. Thank you, Gavin, for those hearts and smiley faces and for starting the Q&A. So remember that, guys. Anxiety is very entailed. Okay, I am not trying to sit here and even tell you guys that if you just eat right, you can deal with all your anxiety or your depression. But I know for me, this helped worked for me. Eating right definitely helped me deal with my better. That's for sure. It was a lot easier to deal with. So you can't go into cruise control. You can't go into any comfort eating. Be aware of what you're eating, guys. Don't just walk into your kitchen and just grab a plate and grab this and grab that and just start grabbing things and just put it together and eat. Make sure that you're eating salads and you're eating good salads. Some people tell me, "Oh, I tried to eat salads, but but I just couldn't deal with the what is it? The iceberg lettuce." Iceberg lettuce, I was told by dietitians that it's really the lettuce that really has the least amount of nutrition. It's very flimsy, right? It's very fragile. It gets bruised very easy. So it's not, the reason why you want to eat greens is because greens are like the broom for your body, okay? It goes and scrapes up against the wall. Hey, Danielle, I just noticed you were there. Thank you for joining the show, Danielle. It scrapes up against the walls of your intestines and scrapes all that crap out and gets it out. Iceberg lettuce doesn't really do that. Be creative when it comes to your iceberg lettuce, guys. If you like peanuts, put peanuts in your salad. Okay, if you like raisins, put raisins in your salad. You could almost put anything you like into a salad if it helps you eat. I mean, you don't want to put jelly beans and stuff like that into your salad, but I think the reason why people don't like salads, why they find it boring, is because they're not really they're just eating like one lettuce with one tomato and that's it. Be creative. You first of all, you can put different things besides that. If you like mint, like I like mint leaves. If you like basil, okay, and what's the other thing I like to put? That's a leaf or cilantro. Okay, so if you like cilantro, you like salsa. Salsa is in cilantro. I mean, cilantro is in salsa. Uh, you can put these three things on your salad. I have made salads where I have chopped up cilantro in it, chopped up uh, basil in it, and chopped up what was the other one? I said mint, and I put it in there. So if you have like a boring lettuce, like iceberg, or even for me, it's a little better, but even for me, romaine is a boring lettuce. What's a good lettuce is mustard is a good lettuce. Kale is a good one for me. There's another one that I find very interesting. Oh, arugula. Arugula is good. And mix that with the iceberg or the boring salads, like romaine. Mix that with it, and you will see. Oh wow, some people that to them a salad is just like a piece of cucumber, a tomato, and good to go. That's a salad. No, be creative. Okay, be creative because that's what's going to help you to eat right and not think that salads are boring. I've made chili salads where I make a salad. I'll put some corn, um, other things, and then homemade, of course. I would not can, not from a can, not from a can, but you can put some salad. I mean, you can put a scoop of chili right in the center of your salad, and there you go. You have something that's a little more interesting than just a tomato, iceberg lettuce, and a cucumber. So remember that, guys. Be creative, and to eat right. And the thing to remember here is that the way that your body gets rid of toxins, okay? Keep that in mind with the way that your body gets rid of toxins. So drink a lot. Make sure that you're eating things that are going to make your bowels move, and get some exercise so you can sweat. And if you feel like crying over what's going on in your life, don't be afraid to cry. And I'm talking to you guys, talking to guys. Guys, we got this thing that we're not supposed to cry. You're not a man if you cry. You are. And if you don't want to cry in front of everybody, that's fine. I really think that no one, male or female, should be crying in front of a bunch of people. I mean, if that's where the mood hits you, that's where the mood hits you. But if you are saying to yourself, I'm going to schedule my crying, and you want to do it in the comfort of your office, like I'm here in my office with no one but my awesome dog here to keep me company, and you want to cry, cry. It's the way your body gets rid of toxins. All right, guys. So remember to always drink your green machine or your green monster, whatever you call it, every day. Remember that Live Feed is brought to you by thebullyexposed.com, a 501c3 nonprofit organization geared to helping survivors of bullying, so let them help you. And by Traveling Tech Teacher for all your digital resources, check out travelingtechteacher.com. And remember, anyone can wear the crown. Anyone can be a hero, so be kind to one another and have a great day. Bye now. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need to hear it.